Good afternoon. My name is Brittle. I'm a fisheries biologist with the Department of Wildlife Resources. We're here at one of our department-owned lakes, and today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to clean fish. Some of the tools of the trade that you might use or see. First, we have an electric fillet knife. We can't use these, but these come in very handy when you're trying to clean a lot of fish. The other thing we have is just a standard fillet knife. You can get this at any sporting goods store. And the last thing I would highly recommend is a good knife sharpener. A sharp knife makes the work go easier, and it also keeps you from cutting yourself and getting hurt. Today we have a largemouth bass. We're going to start with a vertical incision right behind the gill plate, right behind the pectoral. We're going to cut down through the scales, through the skin, into the meat until we get down to the spine. Once we've made our vertical cut, we're going to turn our knife blade horizontally, and with just the point, we're going to cut along the spine all the way to the tail, making sure not to cut through the skin at the tail. At that point, we can peel back the meat and fillet this out, pulling the meat off the ribs. Make sure not to drive the point of your fillet knife through the rib cage into the body cavity, so you don't have to contaminate, you won't contaminate your meat. And we're going to cut this around the ribs. Once we get it out around the ribs, we're going to take the knife and connect down to the end of the rib cage and then cut all the way down through to the tail. Then we can peel back our side of our fish. Make sure we remove any scales that are on the meat. Then starting at the tail, we're going to cut underneath the meat right along the edge of the skin in the reverse direction all the way back up through the fillet, getting as much meat as possible. And there we have the fillet. Nice clean fillet. We'll dip this in some water, clean it up, and then it'll be ready for the kitchen. So now we're going to remove our fillet, set it to the side. We're going to turn our fish over and do the same thing on the opposite side. So we're going to make our vertical cut here, right behind the gill plate, and fillet this out. So I prefer to fry my fish. I like to chunk them up into big pieces, batter them in my favorite batter, and then put them in some hot oil and cook them up that way. If you want, you can take these fillets, wrap them in some butter, put some lemon pepper on them, and cook them on the grill. They're great that way, or any other way that you prefer to eat your fish. These fillets are nice, white, flaky meat. And we'll get this cut off here. And we've got our two fillets. There's a little bit of cleanup work to do on those, just cutting a little bit of skin off there. And then your fish is intact and you have not contaminated your fish with any of the guts. So with that, that's how you fillet a fish. Thanks, see you next time.